In the mid-Atlantic region of the United States is Washington, D.C. It's home of the federal government and is famous for its impressive buildings and monuments, like this giant marble statue of former President Abraham Lincoln. Let's find out more about Washington, D.C. Although there is a state called Washington on the other side of the United States, Washington, D.C. is a little bit different. It isn't a state, and it's more than a city. It's a district. D.C. stands for District of Columbia. Packed into this urban area are a lot of the U.S. government's major buildings, including the White House, where the president lives, the Capitol building, where politicians meet to make important decisions, and the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land. That's because Washington, D.C. was founded over 200 years ago as the country's new capital. It's named after George Washington, the first president of the United States. There are a lot of monuments and places to visit in Washington, D.C. There's the National Mall, a public park. Nearby is the Washington Monument, a giant obelisk, and the Lincoln Memorial, where people take selfies with Abraham Lincoln. Underneath the Capitol building is a network of underground tunnels and passages that connect government offices. You can learn more about D.C.'s history at the Smithsonian Museum, which is nicknamed the nation's attic. Among its many exhibits is the Hope Diamond, which is insured for $250 million. And if you visit the National Archives building on Pennsylvania Avenue, you can see the original Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. But D.C. isn't all streets and buildings. It has many parks, too, where people like to walk, relax, and have fun. Rock Creek Park is the largest. It's home of lots of different animals, like white-tailed deer, red foxes, and woodpeckers. You could go birdwatching along the Potomac River, which runs through D.C. Even though it isn't a state, Washington, D.C. has its own flag, with 3 red stars above 2 red bars. And its Great Seal shows Lady Justice placing a wreath on a statue of George Washington. Question time! What would you like to see and do in Washington, D.C.?